welcome back everyone to Megs and Jules, our Flosstube channel where we talk about mostly cross stitch and knitting and some quilting sometimes, which we haven't hit, but we'll probably do that next time. I think I have I'm a little short on time today, so I think we're going to focus on cross stitch and knitting today. I'm Julia and here with Margaret. So yeah, we're excited to have you back and get caught up on what we've been working on this week. So how are you, Margaret? How's your week?
Week is good. Yeah, I don't know, the time flies, and I feel like now that we're doing this weekly, I'm like, don't talk to me, I've got to stitch, got to work on a project, don't talk to me.
I know, that's how I feel too. Plus, and then I have so many that I'm like, oh, I mean, it's just never enough time, enough time. So, and then plus we have new stuff starting, like we talked about last week. So tomorrow starts our Satsuma. I don't know if that's how you say it, but her Noel stitch along, which we're both super excited for.
Yeah.
And then the shawlography with West Knits knit along. So super excited I'm excited for both of those tomorrow.
Me too.
So anyway, we'll go ahead and get started. Should we start with cross stitch?
Yeah.
Start with what you've been working on.
Sure. So I think we talked last week that I really hadn't been working on my summer Quaker. So this week I made a little bit more of an attempt to get to it. So I finished a chart, which is kind of exciting. So there's so if you can see what I did here, this guy.
Beautiful. Gosh, the colors are so pretty.
Yeah. So
is that like a dark purple that's down there?
Yeah. So actually it's a couple of different shades of pinks and purples.
Really pretty.
So like if you look at the diamonds and columns, there's 3 different columns and 3 different shades.
Oh, so pretty.
Yeah. And then the little birdies I put in.
Oh yeah.
You see them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I have
fun.
that was chart 6. I have chart 7 is over here. And then chart 5. And then I have 6 and then 7, 8, 9 across the bottom. And then I'm done.
That is so, I love it. And maybe we talked about this. I think you're going to frame it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's so gorgeous. Oh, that's right. We talked about you already have space on your wall.
Yeah.
Man, I really want to do that one. It is so beautiful. Plus I saw that I looked up, I actually almost ordered it, but
you held off.
I held off the autumn Quaker because I was doing another order from 123 Stitch and I saw the autumn Quaker and I was like, oh, I really want that, but I'll hold off.
You know, next week I'll pull down the other ones and we can just look because I'm pretty sure I have them all. So we can just look and see.
Fun. Yeah. And I love them all. They're so pretty. So pretty. Cool. What else? Anything else?
That's it. I worked a little bit on our Halloween one, but you can't really tell. So
yeah, same. I mostly worked on the Tiny Modernist stitch along. So this is their stockings were hung stitch along. And I think actually right after we got done recording last week that we got this part 2. I'm almost done with part 1, so I can start part 2 because I'm really excited to start part 2. Let me get it situated here. So I got the top done of the leaves, and then I'm just working on this ornament down here, and then there's one more snowflake. So yeah, there's another ornament. So I'll finish those 2 ornaments hopefully this weekend. And then the next, it's so pretty. And this is a 32 count linen.
Okay.
That we talked about last time, but I think the color is Rain, country French linen in Rain.
That's another one that's just so cheerful, and I love the colors.
I love it, and I like that it's kind of non-traditional. Like we're not like a heavy religious Christmassy family here, but like so I think it'll be so fun. You know, it's just kind of a fun, not super traditional. Like I think it's like unique, I guess is maybe the better way to say it.
How many clues are there total?
4.
Okay.
So this is part 2. Yep. So so that's that. And then again, that was like a lot of classic color works and Weeks Dye Works floss. Like I'm using all the fancy floss, which I really love. I mean, just I don't know, this is the first time I've been using Weeks Dye Works, which I really, I mean, I like them all, but yeah, like this is the classic color. That's like that green, which that color's not really great, but you know, and then this fire.
Oh, that's pretty.
That's what the main writing was done on. And then, yeah, just fun I don't know. Like I said, I really like the unique colors.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, okay, so that's that one. And then I pulled out, yeah, I didn't do much on the Halloween one either. I'm trying to think if I got much. I really did not. Tiny bit maybe. Yeah, hardly anything. Just a little bit more on this guy. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah, I think it's pretty much where it was last week. So there's not,
Yeah.
that's the Halloween Quaker by Lila's Studio. So that
Okay,
one,
wait.
yeah.
So here's mine.
Okay.
So I added this guy.
Oh, yeah.
And because there's some bats that go under.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to do the bats.
Right. I know. That's the thing. Like, yeah, I like it. I know this one's definitely going to be a maybe next year finish.
Yeah, for sure.
It's so funny because I'm already like into this Christmas stuff. So, and then I went and pulled out. I've been doing more, most of my stitching time is kind of in the evenings, and especially with it being so dark now already, like in the evenings, sometimes the linen is harder for me to see. So I pulled out my Modern Folk Embroidery stitch along. So this is the Fruits of Plenty. And I started this at the beginning of the year when I was still not really comfortable with linen. And so it's 16 count Aida, and it's just like easier to stitch on at night than 32 count. And it's really, so this is where that one is at. So I'm way back on February. But I just pulled it out last night. I was like, oh, this is really fun to stitch on at night because I can, it's less work for my eyes.
Yes, a lot easier to see.
Yeah.
Nice. That looks so pretty.
Yeah. And so I've changed it up a little bit. I am doing it 2 colors, but like in this section, this big, it's just a huge border. This was supposed to be, and I can't remember the word for it, but you were supposed to stitch the background.
Okay.
In the light blue. Well, kind of like what it's done up here. We're supposed to be down here, but I didn't want to do all those stitches. So I'm just doing I forget what it's called when you stitch the inverse, but
yeah.
Anyway, I took it out and I'm like, oh, I love this so much, but I'm so behind. So this is just February. So of course, way behind, but I'm having.
But like you said, that'll be a nice project in the evening to work on.
And I'm hoping, because that Satsuma one, I have a 28 count. So a little bit bigger than the 32. So I'm wondering if that might be a little easier in the evenings. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for that one.
Yeah.
And then I got a package from Evertote. So this is Carolyn. And she had done a couple of weeks ago a big launch of several different patterns in conjunction with Jacob from Modern Folk Embroidery. So I got her, I think it's pronounced Hygge, Hygge. So it's that.
Oh yeah. The Danish.
Yeah, it's that word for like kind of comfort and winter and like snuggly. We use it a lot up here in Minnesota. People use that word a lot. But anyway, so I got her one of her kits for, so this is the pattern. So this pattern is the Moonshine Cabin pattern by Modern Folk Embroidery.
Oh, that's so, okay. You sent that to me. It's so pretty.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Oh, wow.
So I got that pattern, and then she had, so I got the whole kit. So here's the Leo and Roxy floss that goes with it. And then this cute little stitch marker. Look, let me take it out.
And it's on the black fabric.
Yeah. So this will be my first time.
Is it linen or?
It's linen.
Okay.
Might require some daytime stitching. So that's the,
oh, I love it.
Isn't that cute? Pretty. Yeah, I love that. And then look at this cute little thread bobbin, the antlers.
Oh my!
There's only a little bit of red in there, just like for the birds and the house.
Oh,
house. So she just put it on here, which I thought was so cute. And then the floss, and then yes, it's a 32 count. So here's the floss. So it's Night Owl. So again, I haven't even taken this out. The fabric is also from Leo and Roxy. Ooh. So Night Owl, 32 count. Yeah, look how pretty that is.
That is pretty.
I think it'll be okay. We'll see. I'll definitely need some
good lighting.
Good lighting. And then there's the floor.
That looks so good.
You know.
Oh, how fun.
Another project.
But you know, that's a small one.
It's a small one for me. It's a small one. I was just going to say, it's not that big. So I don't know when, I don't know. Maybe we have a little fall break, school fall break in 2 weeks. So we'll go
Okay.
up to our cabin for that long weekend. So maybe I'll start it then.
Oh, nice.
So I think that's kind of a fun one. And oh, and then her bags that came with it. So that's the pattern in the floss. Let me just stay organized here. And then, oh my gosh, these bags. So she does bags. Her Evertote does a lot of bags. And so look at how cute these are.
Oh, I love it.
No, it came with this. I put this on I just put it here just to keep track of it, but it came with like a little, I think this was on the wrapping paper and how they wrapped it. She kept like this little house.
Oh my gosh, there's so many details that
I
she
know.
did.
And then the
herself.
inside is this fun stuff.
Oh, that's so cute.
So cute. And then this little bag.
Oh, like for your notions and stuff.
So
that is adorable.
I couldn't resist. So cute. And then I don't think I'll start this one this year, but I thought this is the other pattern I got. So this is this is Red Berries, also by Modern Folk Embroidery, Jacob.
It looks like 2-color maybe. Is it?
2-color. Yep. Red. Yeah, the red and the green. Yep.
I also wonder if you did that in an over dyed, like one. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be really fun. Really fun. So
that's so pretty.
Okay, that's all and I bought some more stuff this week, but I'll show it next week.
Okay.
It hasn't come yet.
Okay.
So yeah, I know I need none of this, but that's okay.
Well, you talked about wanting a smaller project last week, so
I know, but I got plenty. I got those little Santas to do too. I want to do the Prairie Schoolers, so I want to start those. I was thinking I might start one of those this weekend. But, and I also grabbed. I grabbed this, which is my Made to Create. We talked about this last time, but this is my finished Made to Create, which is on 16 count.
That looks so good.
Caterpillar cross stitch. Yeah, I just need to. I think I got to put my initials on here too. But anyway,
yeah. I was looking though at how to finish ornaments. So, because I was thinking of I have a pattern that I bought ages ago off of Etsy that I was thinking of stitching and then sewing into an ornament. So that's another topic for the future, I think.
Well, that ties in with what I purchased.
Okay.
We'll talk about that next week.
All right. I'm on pins and needles. I don't know what's going on over there. So
I know. I'm just buying a lot. This is what happens when I can't sleep at night and I'm like, let's go buy some stuff.
How fun. All right. Should we dive into knitting?
Knitting. Yes. Yes. Knitting.
So I don't have any, a ton. Well, I've worked on one project. So in honor of the project I worked on, which was my SoSu mystery knit along, I pulled out my other because the temperature finally dropped here in Northern California. So,
what is it there, by the way?
I don't even think it's 70 yet. It's supposed to get up to 71 today.
It's 70 here today.
Really? Well, as soon as it's like below 65, I'm like, whoa, let's warm up. But anyway, here's a SoSu. Oh my gosh, I can't even remember what the pattern is. I'll put it on the bottom.
Is it flamingo something or no? Am I thinking of something else?
Say that again.
It's not flamingo something.
Oh, Flamingo Flavor? It might be.
I don't know. I just have for some reason I have flamingo in my head, but I could be way off.
I started this because I got this yellow from Hedgehog Fibers, Fool's Gold. I got it. I think it's one of their clubs. And I loved it. I mean, just love. And I'm not a huge fan of yellow. I don't think it necessarily does much for me. But I saw this and I just loved it. So I saved it and saved it and saved it and tried to find the right pattern to do, to use it. And because I was worried if I just did it in brioche, you would never see how pretty the yellow is. And so like with her textured sections, so you can see it.
What about the reverse side? Let's see the reverse side with the yellow. Oh yeah, pretty.
So actually it's interesting because it doesn't look all that different. Well, it looks a little different.
Yeah,
because usually the triangles.
I know, right? Yeah, usually there's more dominant, but yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I do. This is and it's big. I kind of. It's making me think that in the one that I'm working on, that maybe I should have dropped down a needle size because I don't know if I'm knitting tight enough. But anyway, so this is the SoSu mystery. So I finished clue 1. which was the syncopated triangle or the
wow, you got a
syncopated
lot done.
brioche. And then I moved on to Clue 2, and I was kind of freaking out because as soon as I put the black on, I was like, oh my gosh, that is really dark. Maybe this is the
Looks
front.
great though.
And I thought that is way more like contrast than I wanted. But once I started to put the gray on, and now my gray, I think because it is it's got a lot of the green and it's speckled, it's hard to see the texture of that honeycomb.
I like
But
it.
c'est la vie. But anyway, so then once I got that gray on, I was starting to like it a little bit more.
I love it. I love it.
I don't know. It just was shocking to me how,
Yeah.
So I didn't realize.
I gotta pull mine out.
Yeah.
When I saw it last week, I was like, oh, I gotta go pull mine out because I need to get work because I'm about at that same spot, I think.
Oh, really? I haven't seen a picture of it then lately.
Yeah, I haven't worked on that in a long time, so I need to pull it out.
Well, it's kind of overwhelming because I thought there were 4 clues, so 4 sections, but really there's 4 clues in 8 sections. And now we're getting to, so now it's triangles. Yay. So
I love those colors. Is there another color for that one? I can't remember.
Now, so I've introduced all 4 colors. Now you go to A and C. So your first color. So for me, it's the light gray and then the black.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I love her patterns. They're so well written. And I just love her. I love her patterns. I've done several of them and I really like them.
Yeah. And I was really surprised. So this honeycomb pattern is like a brioche texture thing. Yeah. And I thought that was super cool.
I did too. I really like that. When I bring mine next time out, mine's in a solid and I really like that texture as well.
Yeah. So I like her patterns too. They're fun. And she also is a mastermind at weaving some of the different textures in and making it interesting. And I think there's baubles in here, which are fun. I'm excited about. So
yeah. Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. That's my progress. That's what I've been doing. Knitting.
Yeah. I haven't worked except when I'm like in pickup line or wherever. So, but I did get to an end of a row so I can at least show it properly. So this is from Alexander Davidoff, her Am Dragon III Shawl, which is the scale texture with beads. And it's 3 colors. It's all hedgehog. Oops. And so
ooh,
a few more.
That is turning out beautiful.
Every time I do this and I lose stitches and it's really hard. I guess it's really hard to see kind of the scales, but
you can, I think on the white, it's the easiest.
Yeah, the white is the easiest.
Yeah.
I love this color, which is the one you had gifted me, which I really love. But yeah, so there's a bead in the middle of each scale. And I think I mentioned this last week that
so good.
Both our kids, we both have 9-year-olds, soon to be 10-year-olds. And my 9-year-old she plays Dungeons and Dragons, as does Margaret's. And so she really wants me to finish it so she can wear it to town.
So how much more do you have on there?
Well, I think there's probably another couple rounds of scales, if I remember correctly. Then you do some like a border to finish it. So I'm close. I just need but it's like, I mean, like I said last time, I think I'm at like 450 stitches. So each row is like on size, 3 or 4 or whatever we're on. But I've just been kind of, but it's not hard. I said this last time, like it is knits and purls. Like there's nothing hard about it to create that texture. So it's a very effective technique. So it's not hard. And that's why it's easy to have in the car because you can just, and it also is, you pre-thread. I don't think I mentioned this last week, but you pre-thread the bead. So you don't need to be bead, which is, I like doing both, but it makes it again, easy for travel when it's already, they're threaded.
Right.
So, I just got some warning on my computer. So hopefully okay. So that's all I was really working on with knitting. And then I just got the mail before we started and nothing really to show you except I'm part of Laura Nelkin's N Club. And so she does 3 projects. She has 2 clubs. She has one that's like for smaller projects, which I think is called Project Lola Club, something like that. And those are kind of smaller projects usually. So like cuffs she did and some necklaces and different things. And then N Club is bigger projects. So that filiform that we talked about last week was the 2nd project. And so we just got our package for the 3rd. So she sent a nice shiny package.
Ooh.
For N Club. And then she does a big unboxing or unwrapping. So I think it'll probably be at the end of October. So she does a nice, like she does a Zoom,
Yeah, like a Zoom,
YouTube, something. So we all look at it at the same time, and she kind of walks through. It's a new pattern, so it'll be a new pattern. And her videos are awesome too. Her patterns are very good as well. And then she does awesome videos, tutorials as well. So that's exciting.
oh, very cool.
Because I need some more.
Yeah, right.
I'd love that filiform though. I just need to work on it. But that's again one that's like daytime, very focused chart knitting. But it's really my first time knitting lace off a chart, and I really like it. But it's not car knitting.
Yeah. What do you do while you're knitting? I mean, do you listen to anything? Do you watch TV?
Yeah, usually I would say most. Well, I mean, I do watch a lot of Flosstubes or that type of thing, or tutorial, like that type of stuff on YouTube, or listen to podcasts or audiobooks.
Okay,
it just depends. Like, or if I'm downstairs with Ellie, then like whatever's on TV or
yeah.
So it's just kind of it's been, I don't know. What about you?
A lot of sports. So
that's
I mean,
true.
because I started like knitting and cross stitching because I like to watch TV, and then at least I felt like I was being productive. But I do enjoy listening to audiobooks while because especially if it's something a little bit more complicated, this way I'm not following what's on the screen.
Yeah.
I don't do as many Flosstubes as you do, but I do watch TV sometimes in the evening, and then audiobooks. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of times, I don't know, recently it's just been like I just want to be kind of comfy, and so I'm usually like laying in bed or something. That's what I've been doing. That's why I went back to that 16 count ADEX. I was like, oh, that's easier.
Yeah.
And I mean, I do have a set up downstairs with a nice bright light and everything, but it just depends.
Yeah. I agree.
But one of these we'll have to talk about what we're listening to book wise.
Yeah.
Like that. But so my plan, I think this week is to hopefully, I do want to go pull out that SoSu.
Okay.
And work on that. And then of course we're going to start shawlography tomorrow. So maybe I shouldn't even pull it out. Maybe I should save it.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking like I'll probably end up putting SoSu away for a little bit while we get started on shawlography. Yeah. And then I'm going to try and balance my summer Quaker with
Satsuma.
The Satsuma. Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm excited for tomorrow.
I know, me too. I even looked on West Knits thinking like with the time change, maybe we would get it early.
Yeah. I can't remember what the timing is.
I think he's doing a big online thing at like 6:30. I don't know if that's his time or yeah,
that would be about noonish for me and 10ish for you. Well, or whatever. Yeah, cool. I'm excited. And he's another one that his videos are his tutorials are really good too. He has some great tutorials. Like I love that weave and Steven method that we use to weave in the ends.
Which I actually used a little bit on the SoSu. I didn't do it for all the ends, but I did it for some of them. Yeah,
I've been using that now all the time because even on this one I switch it. You kind of stop and start a lot.
Yeah.
So I know I'm excited to see. I mean, his stuff is usually big, so it'll be. I can't remember if there's a choice on this one if it's small or large.
I don't remember.
I think I have all my yarn wound. I keep thinking like, do I want to throw in a different? I keep wanting maybe a pop, but maybe I'll just leave it. Just go with what I originally had and see what happens.
Yeah.
So, fun.
Awesome.
All right. What else? I'm trying to think what else.
Yeah, no. Well, I think like you said, we'll have updates on our stitch along and knit alongs for next week. We'll talk about mystery packages you have coming.
Tuesday is supposed to come.
Oh, okay.
More new stuff.
More new stuff.
Christmas stuff.
Yay.
Yeah. Good. Okay. Well, it's good to see you. I think a kitty. Maybe I can't remember if I saw a kitty or a dog you walked by.
Yeah, you and actually it was funny because I had them both like one in each hand. Like I think she's hungry.
Oh yeah. Mine's sound asleep. So I was surprised she didn't come in here. Usually if she hears me, she would come in here. I'll have to tell you a quick funny story. She was in Ellie's room and so this morning when I made the bed and then she got settled in, and then I was like, oh, I'll turn on like NPR for you, so it's nice and like calming in here. And then I'm in the laundry room across the way, and all of a sudden, like later, a couple hours later, and I'm like, I hear voices, and I'm like, oh my god, is something? And I was like, oh no, I turned on NPR for the cat. So anyway, all right, well, good to see you, and yeah, well, we're excited to share again next week. So thanks for joining us, and we'll include all the links to patterns and what we're working on down below, and we'll see you next week.